Hello, Virgo. My name is Nigel, and you have found Alchemy. First and foremost, happy birthday. Today we are going to be doing a pick a talisman reading for you. And usually I do pick a crystal readings for people's birthdays, but I wanted to do something different. So what I'm doing, and you're going to hear thunder in the background, I apologize for that. It is storming outside. All of these amulets are not for sale, by the way. They are my personal amulets that I use when I do spiritual work. So I just wanted to get that out of the way in case anybody thought I was trying to sell something. So I'm going to hold up each amulet. I'm going to give you the backstory, and the backstory is very interesting. And after that, I will give you a moment at the end where you could look at all four and make your choice. And the timestamps will be in the comments section. So let's get started here. First and foremost here, we have the 5 metals ring. This ring was made in Israel. Obviously composed of 5 metals, silver, copper, brass, gold, and something, there is a fifth metal called, it's an alloy of gold and silver called ÄLKÖMÜ. It is only made one day a month. It's on a Saturday, a special Saturday each month, and it is made in the hour of Jupiter, okay, when Jupiter is at its strongest. It is a symbol of success, of wealth. It's comprised of these 5 metals, and it's also blessed. It is an amazing ring, and I'll tell you, when you put it on, you really can feel the energy off the ring. Now, for group 2, we have the Philosopher's Stone ring. You've probably seen this symbol on the internet and in other places. This is solid silver. It has diamonds on each side and in the center and the front. In the inside of the ring, it says, "As above, so below." You know, the Philosopher's Stone is a metaphor for internal possibilities. It is a sign of sort of equilibrium of all forces of reality. The circle represents you and I, us. You know, legend has it has the ability to create gold from base metals, right? But basically what that means is it gives you the inspiration to make something valuable out of what's readily available. Transmutation. It is also an ancient symbol of alchemy, which is a combo of earth, water, fire, and air created into one symbol. I really love this ring too. I mean, I honestly do love all 4 of these amulets. Now, for our next one, this is the Mars in Aries ring. Let me see if I can get you to see this. You can see the front, see that? And then on the side, you can see the sign of the symbol of Mars on either side. This is solid gold, and you know what I really love about this ring is the backstory. Mars visits Aries once every 2 years. He invokes the warrior in us, you know, the assertive power, the fearless power, the attitude to push on. This was created on July 2nd, 2022, in the hour of Jupiter, right? It's a talisman for igniting something, right? Igniting and directing, power and motivation to take action. It connects you with your internal powers that are already there, and it sort of lights them up. It's good for advancing your goals. It's for gaining physical and emotional strength and power, energy and endurance, and of course, sexual prowess. It attracts any passion that guides your heart. 4, we have the talisman. Let me see if you can see that. Do you see the center? Do you see how it's a lot? It's the exact symbol that's in the ring. This is the talisman of Mars and Saturn. It was made during a very powerful celestial event that occurs only once every 30 years. It enhances the ability to focus, take clear, decisive action. It provides stamina, determination. It contains pure gold. The symbols on it are actually pure gold. They're not gold coated. The rest of it is in silver. And this was consecrated on April 3rd, 2018, during the rare conjunction of Mars and Saturn in Capricorn. It's supposed to help you climb to success. It puts you on track to move ahead. It basically represents grounded determination. So now that you have the backstory on all these wonderful amulets, lean in and truly make a choice. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Take your time and make your choice. I'll see everybody on the other side. Hello, group 1. If you have chosen the 5 metals ring, this is your reading. Okay, so let's get started. Your whole birthday year is overarched here by sublimation. This is a card, in your reading anyway, of ascension. It's elevation, attaining a greater perspective, and it is represented by the air element. Now, your year here is broken up in quarters, so let's just move through it, keeping this in mind. For your first quarter, you do have the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse. This could represent little to no ambition or obsession with work. There is some sort of imbalance as far as your work goes. It could also represent impulsive spending, right? It could represent some sort of a problem with money, but I have to tell you, right under it, there is a couple. And if you notice, they both have their backs to us. So you might be having some issues, and it might be going on as of like right now, or it may be going on in the near future. You may be having issues with a counterpart, right? You have one that's stubborn and one that may be a little bit over emotional. And their backs are to each other and they're not really getting anywhere. And with this Knight of Pentacles overarching this time, you guys could be arguing about money, arguing about the way things are spent, arguing about working too much, not working enough. What I really like about this is that in the end, your collective energy is the Strength card, but it's this side of the Strength card, which is both of you facing something, really looking at something for what it is and coming up with solutions. So your first quarter might be like this, but I have to tell you, by the end of your first quarter, it looks like you really do get somewhere in the situation. Here in your second quarter, you do have the High Priestess in reverse, and this is Piscean energy. And this could be you ignoring your intuition about something here, Virgo. Maybe lack of information. There could be things hidden from you, to be honest with you. And it does say the 10 of Cups here. And for some of you, this certainly might be a relationship. But I do think for many of you, this is a work situation. You do have, I'm going to put this aside just for a second. You do have the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. I mean, that is some combination, right? Getting stabbed. But see, what I like about this side of the 10 of Swords is that the person who gets stabbed is really being sort of analytical and looking at it from an analytical point of view. There may be somebody that or something that goes on here at work that makes it very difficult for you to understand something, and so you're really trying to figure it out. This could be a card of strategy on your part, but this also could be a card of deception. And what I like about this as well is that I really do believe you figure this out, because as we know, the 10 of Swords is as low as you can get. You know, you can't get any worse. So we hear that all the time, but we actually see it here because it is followed up by the 10 of Cups. And yes, the 10 of Cups has a couple here in the picture. And like I said, for some of you, this could be a relationship issue, but I do think for many of you, this is a work issue that ends well. But I do think that it's going to be a trying time for you until it does end well. Here in your third quarter, you have the 7 of Swords, and this is you. This is you being very strategic, and I like that energy. there is something here going on at work, Virgo. There just is. You have somebody that is trying to sort of, this could be a fire sign, and that is you looking at the spilled glasses. There is something going on at work. This person may be very assertive, may be very influential. You are trying to sort of balance and be careful of what you say and do around this person. You have the Page of Pentacles here in reverse. And what I like about this version of the Page of Pentacles in reverse is that, yes, he may have been facing some obstacles, but right behind him, he has that cornucopia, and it is behind him and it is hidden. And when I see a rose, he has a rose here on his back. When I see a rose, I do see hope. There is hope in this situation. And I really think you are addressing the situation properly. You're being very strategic. You're being very calm. You're being very analytical. There is something going on at work, I really think, for the second and third quarter here. And, you know, you have your shares of ups and downs, but I do think you get through them. Now, here in your final quarter, this is really nice to see, because remember when I said you're looking at these spilt cups, there is something that goes on, right? And you don't see the two cups in the back. You don't see, at least initially, you don't see the hope in this situation. But here in your fourth quarter, you have that same card in reverse. So there is something you turned around, you saw it, you conquered it, because look, I mean, you have three really good cards here. I'll put this aside for a second. You have you have the happiest card in the deck there with Leo energy, the sun, and you have you working diligently on something that you enjoy, getting somewhere. So, I mean, this last quarter is really, really key for you. And, you know, your energy here towards the end is commitment. So you are committing to something. You're working on something. Now, yes, this could be a relationship that you're in for some of you. But I do think you're arising to see a different perspective. There may be one point where you don't understand what's going on, but I think as the year moves on, you're going to. So for those of you in a relationship situation that has problems this year, I think it's going to end with you being very happy, you understanding what you do have, and you working diligently on something that you enjoy, and it's backed up by commitment, the card of Taurus. If this is a work situation, primarily a work situation, you have your ups and downs. You really do. There is somebody at work that, I mean, he looks to be a little bit of a bully to me. There is somebody at work, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say working against you like it's a giant conspiracy, but there is somebody at work that's not making your work situation very good. And I think in the end, I know in the end, you're going to be very happy. This whole year is going to be dedicated to you rising above certain things, finding a different strategy, figuring out what's really going on, and moving on to your happiness here. I really like that for you. I am going to pull two of these cards for you. Give me two cards for Virgo, please. Two cards for Virgo. Two cards for Virgo. Beautiful cards, Virgo. You have rebirth. And I do think that's going to happen. I mean, you're going through a rebirth for sure. And you are creating something with great intention. You're rising above something. You're creating something. And it says self-love, but I do think that it's well-rounded love. I think you're at the end of the year, you're really going to love your work. You're really going to love your relationship if you're in one. And I do think that it's going to be a very good ending for you. But I do see some trying moments for sure. I'm going to pull one of these cards for Virgo. Give me one for Virgo, please. Give me one for Virgo. Give me one for Virgo. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. You have your Virgo in the 6th house. Work, service, health. Virgo in the 6th house, rising above, work. Remember when I said it looked like a work situation? I do think for many of you it is. I do think there's something going on here at work for sure. There seems to be some kind of problem with a person that's in the beginning, but I do think that the bulk of your year is going to be sorting through this issue at work and getting to this place of happiness. I'm going to pull a couple of these cards to end the reading. Give me one for Virgo, please. And I'll pull one from this deck as well.. This deck is way too big to handle together. Give me one more for Virgo, please. Thank you. Okay, so you have here a secret admirer. Do you think that probably goes there? And you have gavel, involvement with the law. Now, when I see this, I mean, this could be a legal thing, but I don't see the justice card. And so I'm like not sold on that. But when I see the gavel like that, I do see like a judgment call. I think you're going to make a judgment call mid-year, and you're going to figure something out. You're going to uncover a truth. You're going to figure something out about somebody at work. You're going to be very strategic, smart, and analytical, like a good Virgo. And you are going to move into this energy. It's very positive energy, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Happy birthday, and namaste to you. Hello, Virgo. If you have chosen the Philosopher's Stone ring, this is your reading. Okay, let's just get into it. Overarching your whole birthday year, you do have the Dissolution card. This card could be an unraveling of an identity you've always had, a label that you've always used for yourself. But many times, this could be temporarily going backwards towards something, right? Driving you back to the beginning of something. As you can tell, this bird is going downward. So let's get started on the year, and we'll see how this all fits together. You start off the year here with the Empress, and the Empress energy, which is beautiful energy, right? It's Libra, Taurus, Aries energy. She is pregnant with possibility. She is pregnant with abundance. She's beautiful inside and out. She sort of glows with she glows with success, for sure. Now, in your energy, as you start your birthday year, you might be in this energy right now, or you might be coming into it very soon. It looks, and once again, you have the Eight of Wands here in reverse, going backwards. Do you see that? Going backwards, back into a storm of sorts, and it's heading straight into this King of Wands. So you could be dealing with a fire sign from your past that comes back around. Male or female. This is somebody who you had a Five of Cups moment with. You know, it is a sad ending. You took the bridge, you went the other way, but this is something from your past coming back around for sure, Virgo. Here in your second quarter, you're coming into this as the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is typically an air sign. You could have air highly aspected in your chart, but regardless of that, the Queen of Swords is logical. The Queen of Swords is precise in what she says and does. She's fair. She goes about things in an unemotional way. She prefers logic over emotion. And here you have, once again, something from the past, what used to be a happy, or what you wanted to be a happy ending, coming back around here with this Four of Wands, at least with that side of the Four of Wands. You in the past with this situation were wounded. You were wounded from this situation. I think that I really believe that you have contemplated taking this person back, or that you're going to. Maybe this person comes back and asks you for a second chance. There's something going on here, and it's taking up the bulk of the first half of your year. But I do think in the end here, Virgo, you do decide to walk away from the situation again. It's either you or the other person. But being that you're coming in so logical, I really do feel strongly that it is you. Now, here in your third quarter, you come in with the Three of Swords energy. So whatever emotions you were holding back, whatever emotions you were putting to the side to deal with this, they do come flooding in here in your third quarter. You do spend some time examining this pain with this side of the Ten of Swords. As you can see, he's sitting there examining the pain, examining what happened, right? You are going to have the opportunity to start something brand new here. So while this is happening, while you're mending, while you're examining everything, you are going to have some sort of a financial opportunity as well. And I do think you're going to have judgment here on your side. I mean, a rebirth of sorts, right? Definitely on this side of the rebirth, we do see the natural order of things. I do think you're going to look at this, you're going to make a judgment call, and in the end, you're going to understand that going backwards probably had some value, so you could, I have a feeling this was important. It wasn't a waste of time. It was something that you needed to do to get some sort of a closure to a situation from your past. You are going to come out of this okay. You are going to come out of this, and with a sense of freedom and newness. And I mean, look at your fourth quarter. You come into this with the 10 of Cups, happiness. To further this along, you have the happiest card in the deck, which is the Sun, Leo energy. But, more than that, it is happiness on top of happiness. You are going to have a sense of completion. You're going to have a sense of peace. You're going to have a sense of happiness. You are going to turn down some sort of an offer or any kind of message that comes in. You are, in the end, you're going to walk away from this. And you're going to walk away from this healed. And you will, this is the last card we pulled. This is the card of manifestation. So you are manifesting something brand new into your life. This overriding your year tells me this was necessary. There is somebody coming back around. There is. I know some of you may not want to hear that, but there is someone coming back around. Let's take half the deck at a time here. Give me 2 for Virgo in this reading, please. Give me 2. You have Stork, news of a birth or a business opportunity. I think this is news in general. You're going to get news. This person coming back around, and maybe it may be very surprising to you. Someone is going out of your life, or the end of a situation for sure. When someone comes out of your life this time, it's going to be the end of a situation, but somebody is returning first. Yeah, you are going to have to deal with a sort of coming back. It says here, persevere and you will overcome problems. And we know this for sure. I mean, obviously, if you end up with the 10 of Cups and the Sun, you are overcoming problem after problem. This does say ear. It says good news. I do think you're going to get good news. Remember when I said there's some sort of opportunity here? In your third quarter, there is an opportunity, and it is a really good opportunity for you. So that isn't, it seems to be overshadowed by you thinking about this other thing. I do think whatever it is you're going back to, you're going to come out of this and be completely ripe and fertile for, I'll take all 3, for something beautiful. I mean, this is great. And perhaps your Empress energy is what drew this person back. I mean, it looks like you start the year in a very positive way. And sometimes when we do that, it says regret, limitations, fears. Maybe these are the things we have to face in order to dig them up, just so we could heal from them properly, so we can put it back in its place here. Yeah, and look, this came out twice. This is why I use a double deck. And if you only understood how rare it is for someone to actually get a double card, this is extremely important. You are experiencing some limiting fears. You may be experiencing some subconscious limiting fears that you're unaware of. It's kind of like scar tissue from the past. When this person comes back around and you sort things out the way that you appear to, you come out of this so much better. You just do. But this is something, you see how the ghost is reaching through. You can barely, but reaching through, right? I mean, this is somebody from your past reaching through. This is someone that may have really done some damage or hurt you in the past. This is someone who is drawn to you once again. It's almost like a test. It really is. And here you have your Mars energy, right? Competition, action, willpower. I think your willpower is going to be on point. You're going to need it. You are going to need it, Virgo, for sure. I am very tempted to pull one more card. I'm going to pull from this deck. I haven't been using this deck a lot lately, and I'm going to use it for you. Give me a card to close out this reading for Virgo. Dying love. You are slowly slipping away. I've hurt you so much. You don't look at me the same. You are cold to the touch. I do believe this is going to be the way this person feels when this ends this time. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, Dragonfly, if you see me, change is coming. If I touch you, your angels are near. If you have seen a dragonfly at any point, that is a sign to you. And you're going to see one this year, Virgo. You are. The dragonfly that you see signifies change. Definitely. And I mean, listen, you don't have to be a professional reader to see what happens in these cards and to see what a great place this is at the end. It is what it is. It's very, very clear. But it does look like you have to, I mean, something has to truly die. There is something that's living in your subconscious that is producing some limiting fears, even if you don't realize it. Once you get through that, once you get through all that, something that's repressed, okay? Once you get through it and you heal from it properly, it's going to be like a giant weight has lifted off you. I wish you all the best. Happy birthday and big hugs. Hello, Virgo. If you have chosen the Mars and Saturn talisman, this is your reading. Okay. What's interesting is that you're my third reading for group 3, but all 3 Virgo groups so far have pulled this King of Wands character, and it sort of represents the same type of thing. It's interesting how you're all sharing certain energy, but your year is overarched by the vitriol card. And, you know, it depends on how you look at it, right? Are you the green lion? They call this a green lion, right? But I could see he's white. But are you the green lion or the sun? The one consuming or the one being consumed? That may be a sort of theme for your year. So entering the year, you may be on the outs with someone. You may be hurt by someone. You may be finding out the truth about a situation here. You may be in that energy right now as we speak. But there is something going on in your love life here with this Piscean card, uncovering something, finally coming to a truth and making a judgment call on that truth, right? Do I go back? Do I go back and give this a rebirth, or do I move on? There seems to be a powerful decision. You have 2 major arcana here. It does look like you are going to seek some solitude to figure this out. I don't know what someone did. I don't know what happened between the 2 of you, but it looks intense. It does look intense. Now here in your second quarter, this is highlighted by the wish card. You have the 9 of Cups. This is something you have manifested, and in my opinion, it's something you're manifesting either via money or job. And beautiful cards, because if you look at this is the 4 of coins, but it is the 4 of coins in reverse. And as you can see, he is releasing something, looking out the window and saying, okay, what's next? I've accomplished something. What's next? You have accomplished something here, and it's much to the dismay of someone around you. So you could have gotten a job that somebody else wanted. You could have gotten money that someone else wanted. There is someone else here that is feeling very defeated about your accomplishment, and this is a major accomplishment, Virgo. You have gotten on the ship. You're no longer staring at these empty cups, and your finances are going to be, greatly improved in some way here. And it's going to be different for all of you, but I have to tell you, you have a manifestation that's going to be realized here. You have money coming in. Yes, someone's not happy about it, but that's the least of it. But there is someone here who is in this reading for a reason. So you're going to know who that is when it happens. But either way, you're definitely doing well that way. And if you're not now, you will be. Now here in your third quarter, it's that card again, right? We have the 6 of Cups, the card of this card can mean many, many things, but in this reading, this is someone returning. This is an ex returning. And it's so weird that all 3 Virgo readings had somebody coming back, right? So you have an ex returning, and it could very well be this person. But as you can see, look at this. It could be a fire sign, and if it's not male or female, and if it's not a fire sign, it could be someone with fire highly aspected in their chart. But as you can see, this earth sign here has other things they're thinking about. Their back is to this person. So you do have a shot here, but I do think you're looking at this wall, and you're seeing that it's going to be very difficult to get over to the joyful side of the sun. The wall is just too high. There is something standing in between the two of you as far as happiness goes, and I think that you're recognizing this and they aren't. Now, feel free to flip that energy if it fits. Take it how it resonates, but there is definitely something coming back around. There is definitely one of you seeing a wall. I really think that it's you, Virgo, because this is an earth sign. So as we move into your fourth quarter, it looks like this relationship problem does take up the last half of your year, because here you are coming in as the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is, you know, logical. If anything, he is logical. He's holding the sword of truth. He knows the truth. He only wants the truth. He wants clear, concise answers to questions. And here we have you deciding honestly, wow, look, you see that rose? You're deciding honestly not to collaborate in this situation anymore, not to work together. You feel like you're better off by yourself here. You really do. That rose, any rose that shows up in my reading, is hope. You have hope here, but the hope lies just within you. You are going to be turning your back on this situation, I think. I do think most of you will be presented with a choice. And for anybody that does go back, I did pull some extra cards, okay? Because not every Virgo is going to do exactly the same thing here. And I do think that although you know the truth, there are some of you, and it could be a small group of you, that decide to give this a shot anyway. So I decided to pull some extra cards here. And what we have is, we have the Ace of Cups. So initially everything's going to be beautiful, followed closely by the Page of Wands in reverse. In this particular deck, the Page of Wands in reverse is a phoenix rising from the ashes. So this relationship becomes reborn. And you do decide, you may decide here with the Hierophant, that's Taurian energy, to make a commitment. But I have to tell you, the last card here is the Three of Swords. So think, you know, you kind of have to choose wisely. For those of you who just do decide to go back, understand that even though these walls mean something, all of this means something. I really do think there's something better in store for you, and you have so much good going on here in your work sector that I really think that you need to concentrate more on that. Once you get stable and grounded doing something that you love, there is something causing you some it's causing you some resentment. The oil of vitriol card could also mean a purification is needed, right? A cleaning out is needed. I'm telling you, there is something that is going to be difficult to get over. There is something that if you decide to go in that route, you're going to end up hurt again. Oh, look at that. You're going to end up hurt again. You can expect, I'm going to take all of these. You can expect an apology. Okay, and this might be how they reel you back in with this apology. What you need here is stability. You need harmony. And if this person does not provide you with the harmony that is so vital, you're going to end up being consumed. Here you have the card, the air card, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Spirit could be telling you to take on this King of Swords energy to make this decision. But what I really like here is that along with the Nine of Cups, you do have another wish card. Listen, you are going to be successful. Something's going to happen this year that is going to make you so proud. It might be something that you've been working on a long time. It may be a wish that you've had for a long time. It may be something that you've almost given up on. But it's going to come back, and it's going to come back in your favor. You're going to get this. You're going to get on that boat. And you're going to have a whole new path open up for you. I don't think there's any room for dead weight. And you got the Virgo card. That's so weird. You watch me, listen, when you watch me shuffle the cards, if you ever want to slow it down, you use that gear button and you could slow it down. It's not like I choose these cards. They choose me. Here you have Virgo again, just like in the last reading. And it says be analytical, right? Just like the King of Swords. Use the analytical part of your brain, Virgo, to look through this and really get to the meat of it. You have, I'm going to take all of them. You have Earth, of course, grounded energy, right? We know that Virgo is an Earth sign, and you have Ascendant here, and it says appearance, first impression, mask. Somebody is going to come to you wearing a mask, Virgo. Be very, very careful. I mean, listen, there's no great warnings here. It's not like, oh, you know, if you go down that road, your life is going to be, you know, turned upside down and it's going to be in shambles. But you are going to get hurt again. And why do that to yourself? You've already been hurt by this person. It's just time to put them on the back burner because you have so much good here. And I really believe that once you go down this path, even if it's, even though it is a work thing, even though it is money, once you start going down this path, other paths will open, including a path for a new love, you know, somebody that's healthier, somebody that may get you more, somebody that doesn't cause this kind of reaction. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pull one more card because I've been pull happy for the last two groups. Give me a card for Virgo, please. Give me a card for Virgo. Virgo? It says pleasure. Yeah, this person can come and, you know, tempt you with an apology, tempt you with carnal pleasure. Maybe the electricity between the two of you is extremely hot. I mean, listen, usually with relationships like that, that's exactly how it is. The more toxic the relationship, the better the sex is. We've all been there. We've all seen it. But I really do believe that you really need to, look ahead. You need to look ahead. I'll pull a couple more. Give me two cards for Virgo, please. You have Haystack. It says, karma, you will reap what you have sown. And I do believe that you're going to get out of this situation what you put into it. If you look at it as a giant lesson and you move on from it, I think you're going to reap rewards. If you try to go back, you're going to get more of the same. You're going to get more of the same. You don't want more of the same. You want to get on that boat. And here we go. Look, a money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. You come back here and let me know because I'm positive of that. I wish you all the luck. Happy birthday. Hello, Virgo. If you have chosen this pendant, Mars, Saturn, this is your reading. Okay, so overarching your birthday year, you have the card of gold. And this means something of great value is headed in your direction. So let's see what that is. To start off your birthday year, you do have the Queen of Swords in reverse, you have the Devil in reverse, you have the Magician, and you have Temperance. And I shouldn't really say reverse, these cards are just different on the other side. You have this side of Temperance. It's not exactly bad side, but it is definitely not this side, right? You have three major arcana opening up your birthday year. You may be, the first quarter of your birthday year might be heavy. It might be heavy where you're making a lot of decisions. You may not be in the best frame of mind here with the Queen of Swords in reverse, you know. You might be saying things. I mean, the truth is you might be saying things that are true in a way that's a little cutting. You might be directing that towards someone. This could be a work situation or a love situation, but either way, you do want to get out of this toxicity. You do want to face whatever it is here. You have Temperance here, Sagittarius and Capricorn, by the way. You have Temperance facing the gallows with all her strength. And I like that for you because it is, and you have the Devil here looking the other way. So you are releasing some toxicity. The process seems to be a little arduous here, but you are the Magician, and I really like that a lot. You are definitely manifesting in such a way here where you're going to get what you want. It just doesn't look particularly easy. Here in your second month, or your second quarter, I should say, you have the Judgment card, which is a rebirth card. It's a calling of some kind. You're being called to something. And I do think that this has something to do with a relationship because you do have the Knight of Wands. You have somebody here with that carries a lot of passion for you, Virgo. And here you are with your very grounded energy. But you're both looking in the same direction. You do have the Tower, but on this side of the Tower, it is more of something that comes out of nowhere, right? And if you see the Chariot has crashed into the Tower. And the Sphinxes are looking in all different directions, a lot of confusion. But I have to tell you, this is a lightning strike out of nowhere. You do meet someone, and this someone is valuable. I don't know that you look at them in the proper way initially, but you are looking at them. Here in your third quarter, there's this energy of you letting go of the past, and I like that. You're letting go of whatever it is that happened in the past, and you are manifesting. You are manifesting, and you're manifesting in an extremely logical way. I like that for you a lot, okay? So you have your Queen of Swords in reverse. You go from that to the Queen of Swords upright. So you're using all the logic of the Queen of Swords without the without the language, without the deprecation, but you have this wish card here, and the wish card does mean something valuable is headed your way. Something may have come already in this instance. You may be looking at this person skeptically for a little while. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look like you look at them and you hold hands and you walk off into the sunset. It looks like this person really has to earn their spot next to you. And here in your fourth quarter, this is interesting energy. You have you. This is having the Nine of Pentacles in a reading like this with another person is nice, and sometimes it's very nice, where you have this great balance of autonomy and independence and togetherness. You have both, and it looks like you're striving for both. You have you being extremely strategic and working on things in a very, very in a way that is very pre-planned. You are looking towards your future there. You're looking towards your future with this person, and you're being very strategic about it, and you see things extremely clearly. You see on this side, she's blindfolded. She doesn't want to see anything. It's very stormy. Suddenly, it's very, very calm. Very calm, very calm. And she no longer has the blindfold on. Very, very beautiful energy. Now, I did pull some extra cards, and what you have here after this is you really contemplating about these cups. You scrutinize this person. You really, really do. And it's okay, Virgo. It really is, because you do come around. You have this Three of Cups card, and in this card, it is one person being very, very happy with 3 cups. So it's not like it's not a group. It's you that you have to make happy. It's you that needs to come around to this. It's you that has to sort of surrender. And you do, because look what you end up with. You end up with your beautiful 10 of Cups. And this is the really valuable thing that is headed towards you, Virgo. You may not recognize it as such right away, but see, with the Hanged Man, with this Piscean energy here, I like this because on this side he is hanging. Indeed, he's up there. He's alone. He's contemplative. It's almost like a sacrifice. But on this side, he's not bound. There's other people with him. And something tells me he's going to be coming down off there. Do you see how, like, there's tools even on the floor? I mean, definitely, you are going to snap out of this. There is something you need to snap out of, and you will, in your own time. There might have been something in the past that sort of made you a certain way, made you scrutinize people a little bit harder than maybe you used to when you were younger, and that's fine. In this day and age, we have to be that way. But I really like that for you. I like the 10 of Cups. I really like that energy for you. I like that in the end, you're working on you as well as this connection. And here it is. You have harmony, ease, compatibility with the sextile card. Right? Beautiful energy. So let's pull a couple of these cards. It does look like you manifest something here. And I really think it has something to do with a relationship. Give me 2 for Virgo. Yeah, there is some healing you have to do, Virgo, but that's okay. In your own time, okay? You need to heal something. It says inner child, but I really do think it's something from your past. It's some sort of hurt from your past. And it does say water, and it's emotional. It is, you have to heal your emotions from the past. Yes, you might be dealing with a water sign, right? In this instance, especially with the Pisces card, you have Pisces. You have Aries. You have Aquarius, you have Capricorn, you have Sagittarius. Yeah. And of course you have all the fixed signs over here as well. But no matter what, there is some healing you have to do. When I see these 2 cards together, I can't help but look at that. I can't help but look at the emotional healing that needs to take place for you to get to this 10 of Cups moment. I will pull one more card for you. Give me one more card for Virgo. Yep, You're going to arrive home. You are going to arrive home this year. The value that you're going to have this year, the valuable thing is that you are finally, Virgo, going to arrive home. And you're going to recognize it as such. It's just not going to be immediate. You're going to have to take your time, and that's okay. I wish you all the luck. Have a happy, happy birthday.